Hi, this is Athena, goddess of weaving, and this video is how to use crystals for healing. I got a question on this today, and I'm kind of surprised because I'm not sure what to say, but at the same time I know everything to say, so I'm just going to start with the basics of using crystals to heal and heal yourself. So the thing to do if you're interested in healing yourself with crystals is to begin by maybe going outside and going for a walk and looking down at the ground and seeing if a rock or a crystal might pop out and catch your eye. And if one does, if one doesn't, it's fine, okay? Just go for another walk in a few days, or don't stress about it. You'll find a rock when you least expect it, okay? Now, if one does, you put it in your pocket and just keep it for a while, for a few days or a week or something, and just see what happens. Maybe nothing will happen, but that's how you start. And then you go to a crystal shop maybe and see if there's anything that catches your eye, and if there is, then you get that one and take it home and do what I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you how to smudge a crystal. Okay. I'm going to light my white sage. There we go. I love the smoke. Sometimes I forget to let go and burn myself. Okay, so this quartz crystal is a Tibetan quartz, and I love it because it's a natural generator, and I put out the intention to the universe one day to get a natural generator somehow. I just couldn't find one, and I knew it would be great for healing. The way the energy flows with this natural sacred geometry, it's like perfectly faceted on all sides naturally. It has these awesome striations in it that hold information. It's really cool. So anyway, this is what you do. You smudge a crystal. That's how you get rid of any kind of negative energy imprints that are embedded in the crystal. And also there's scientific proof now that using smudging with white sage kills bacteria. So there's proof that this is really good for you. So you take one of these crystals, any kind of crystal that you find, or a rock, and just hold it in your hand. Now I hold them in my left hand because I feel them in my left hand better. And you may not feel them right away, okay? You might just have to hold them for a while, and I just developed this talent or this gift, or realized I had it a few years ago. So maybe it's latent in you as well. So anyway, just meditate with your crystal or your rock and let it know that you want to work with it to see if it will help you to heal. And you'll know if it does, all right? It will. Crystals just do that naturally, whether you know it or not. So I want to get you some information about where you start if you're interested in learning more about crystals. Okay, so I'm back. I've got my books now that I wanted to share. And now these are really good books about crystals. Here's a book on crystals around hibiscus moon. It's about crystal grids, and this is one of the few books, maybe the only book on crystal grids that I know of. Clearing Crystal Consciousness by Krista Faye Burka. Yep, that's the right name. I love that book. It's amazing, really, because it really tells you about connecting with crystals and how you do it and what it feels like. So that's very important if you really like to know about crystals on that level. Next one, Crystal Bible. This happens to be 2. I have 1 and 2. This has a lot of great information about crystals, what they're used for, specifically elements, chakras. It's got information on Mohs hardness and mineral content and that kind of thing as well. So pretty in-depth book here about crystals. Healing and Vibration by Joseph Friel. This is a really awesome book by this Native American guy about how vibration and words correspond to like energy and frequencies and what happens in life. So this is pretty awesome, and I've had this book for a long time, and it just kind of resurfaced in my life, so it's awesome. Then we have The American Indian Secrets of Crystal Healing. And this is by Luc Bourgault. I guess that's how you say that. I'm not a French speaker. It's a French name, so I apologize for making it horribly Americanized. So anyway, this is a great book, especially for me, because I feel like I have a Native American heritage, and well, I do, and it helps me connect with that, because there's not a lot of information out there for me to connect with that, because just family lineage and how I grew up and stuff. So anyway, got to fill in the blanks with this kind of stuff. It's pretty awesome. So anyway, where to go from here? You've got some books, you've learned about crystals, you've got a crystal. Now what? Really? You got to meditate with it, okay? And you got to get yourself some way to clear your crystal. This is a clear quartz druze. I really like this. It's pretty small. It's great for like healing size crystals. You can have really tiny ones or even bigger ones like this on here. This is a Chrysocolla. Probably shows it better like this. Very pretty. Great heart chakra and upper heart chakra stone. So beautiful energy of oneness, Christ consciousness. It's beautiful. So anyway, that's where you start. You start with this crystal that you get, you meditate with it. And when you're meditating with it, you're probably going to start thinking about like just how beautiful it is. It will engage you on the visual level and the physical level. And you just kind of get engrossed with it, right? And when you're at that point, you might start thinking about like how the crystal came to be there, like if it was mined or just the process of how it came to be in your possession. At least that's what I do, because I'm always curious about everything. So I like to think about it and imagine it. And maybe my imagination sometimes are along the lines of what really happened, because that's what the crystals are communicating. Who knows? But anyway, get these crystals, get your crystal, meditate with it, and when you're meditating with it and you start thinking these thoughts, then remind yourself to start feeling the crystal instead of thinking. So don't be hard on yourself if you're not able to do that right away. It might take several tries. But just hold the crystal. And again, I hold mine in my energy receiving hand, which is my left hand. I'm right-handed naturally. And just hold the crystal, feel it, connect with it, and just let it give you whatever information it's going to give you, and try not to be judgmental. And you'll probably experience after a while, this might take a while, you'll experience some energetic sensations in your body. You might feel energy coming up through your arm and into your heart, moving through your body, and you'll feel releases of energy that have been stuck in your system, which is why crystal healing works. It's releasing these things that are stuck in us that are limiting our ability to remain healthy. So when those are released, we become healthier and more vibrant, more youthful. So anyway, that's the benefit of using crystals for healing. They're just amazing. So let's go over some basic crystals for healing so that you are just aware of which ones you might want to get. Okay, so let's go over some crystals that you might be interested in. These are like basic crystals for healing that pretty much any practitioner would want in their toolbox. So first of all, we have black tourmaline. Now this is a little tiny piece of black tourmaline. This is good for like personal use in your pocket or whatever for the day. Now for some serious healing, you want something bigger like this, right? You can see the beautiful crystal striations here. I just love that. This thing is gorgeous. Now black tourmaline is like an energetic protector. It absorbs negative energy and it protects you from negativity as well. So like I have this around all the corners of my house because I just want all the corners of my house, right? It feels good to be protected. Now this thing can absorb negative energy too, so like if you're having a bad day and you have some really bad pent up anger or negativity and you want to get rid of it, you might want to light some sage, right? And smudge and do this and breathe out your negativity into the crystal and it will absorb it and ground that energy into the earth, okay? Make sure that you're barefoot when you do this kind of stuff so that the negativity will ground into the earth. It helps a lot. Otherwise you can have a backlash and it doesn't feel too good. I've done it myself. So now we have the this is red jasper. This is a beautiful stone. It's called a palm stone. Excuse me. And I love this stone because it has beautiful, looks like hematite through it. And it just fits nicely in the palm of my hand. And you sort of can feel the really warm and earthy energies of this stone connecting you to the earth. And that's why this is for the root chakra. The root chakra is basically, in between the downstairs portions. Taint neither one really, but it's in between. And it connects you to the earth, right? Okay, so that's what this is for security, for feeling like you're at home and you have everything you need so that you can meet, all your basic needs and requirements for life so that you can get to the next level, which is like the sexual level, right? So these are carnelian. Can I get up there pretty good? Oh yeah. This is a small one. And here you can see it looks a little bit different. Beautiful stones, each one on its own. But these are good for the sacral chakra or the sexual chakra, right? These stones, it feels like they take that sexual energy and they connect it to the other chakras to make it not so intense maybe, or make it easier for it to release. Right now, just holding them, feeling a little bit of a sense of excitement, which is interesting, right? So you never know what could happen with these kinds of crystals and when you meditate with them. Okay, so that's the sacral chakra. Now the next stone, basically to use with the solar plexus chakra, which is, now you can see it on the camera. It's right here above your belly button, right? And this is a citrine. Citrine's a beautiful yellow quartz, basically. Kind of looks like effervescent, like champagne to me. And this one, this is my citrine that I just love. Look at this thing. If I can catch the rainbows. It has rainbows. Ooh, that's cool. Can't really see the rainbow, but you can really see the light shining through it. Anyway, this helps get all this energy that's in your stomach that's like about confidence and courage and everything kind of yellow. Feeling at peace, like you've got enough green and stuff for the winter, you're ready to go, that kind of a thing. And feeling this here kind of makes me feel like everything's right with the world, Like I don't need to eat, I'm taken care of, so it's good. Okay, now this is one of my favorite stones. It's malachite. Malachite is a beautiful green copper-based stone. I just love it. It's so great for healing. It's sort of like a scouring pad for those open wounds that have rocks in them or something of your core soul stuff. Whoa, it's pretty powerful. It's not for everyone. So if you're not really into that kind of a deep level of cleaning, you might want to go with a different stone like aventurine or something. Here's aventurine. Okay, yeah. It's really just a quartz with these really pretty green swirls through it. It's gentler. And then for the high heart, it's right here, Chrysocolla. I love this stone. I guess that's why I wore this shirt. It's just so peaceful. It's like the ocean. It feels like, the tropical places on Earth that are just so beautiful. And you just want to be there relaxing in the sun and enjoying abundance in life on Earth. Gorgeous. So I think this is really for this deep inner sense of peace with everything. When you put it here, you just feel like, yeah, at one with the universe. Okay, next we have the throat chakra. I like to use this blue lace agate on the throat chakra. Blue lace agate is pretty gentle. I think applied over time it will release any issues you might have with speaking and communicating your needs to other people. If you're shy, you might want to start with the blue lace agate to help unblock your throat chakra. So right here. Okay. Next we have the third eye. Now the third eye stone that a lot of people use is amethyst, and others use this for crown chakra as well. I have a hard time showing you. It looks like ametrine in this light, but it is amethyst. That's a little better. But the other stone I like to use here is lapis lazuli. This is recommended by Edgar Casey more than any other gemstone. It has pyrite in it. Kind of looks like stars, the sky. That looks like a galaxy or something. I like to put it right here on my forehead. Kind of open up the third eye. Oh yeah, that was awesome. And then this one, the amethyst. Amethyst is a really great stone. It's probably the one that's been most influential to me because it caused my awakening. We spurred it on or something. What's the catalyst for it? It shocked me. Anyway, this is gorgeous. And it really helps connect you with everything in a gentle way. Most of the time, if you don't use it in a way that's not the preferred method. We'll put it that way. Okay. Now next we have clear quartz. Clear quartz is for the crown chakra right here. Alright. This is your communication point, you're bringing in frequencies from the universe, and you want that stuff to be clear. You want to know that you got the message and that you can respond to it appropriately. So here's some different examples of clear quartz. This is the Tibetan natural generator crystal I showed you a while ago. The illustrations there a little bit. Okay. Then I like this tumbled stone. It's just so clear. Gorgeous. The bottom isn't so clear. That's okay. Now I have this one. This is a natural quartz point. If you look closely at this, if I can pick it up on camera, you will see there are some record keepers. See those triangles? Those are said to contain information from this crystal's long life on Earth. It might be useful to us, huh? So anyway, crystals store information, and this one's storing a lot. So what better to use with the crown chakra? Now this one is a natural quartz point. Beautiful. Absolutely love it. Got it from Etsy. There's a lot of great stuff on Etsy for reasonable prices. Oh yeah, gotta love that stuff. Oh yeah, and visit my Etsy shop too while you're there, right? So that's it. That's the basics of crystals and how to start working with crystals. Get a crystal or a rock, meditate with it, smudge it, love it, and learn from it. And get some books and figure out how to do that better.